Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see how to deploy Nginx web server in Kubernetes cluster use and monitor its logs using Loki and Grafana. So let us see the architecture diagram. So here we are using Terraform to deploy Helm charts of Grafana, Grafana Loki, and Nginx web server. So we are deploying it on Kubernetes cluster, which is a multi-node cluster with one master and two worker nodes. So these are the prerequisites. Kubernetes cluster with kubectl tool installed, Terraform, and Helm. So to begin with, we need to download the Helm repos of Prometheus community, then Grafana and Nginx. Then we'll create a folder Grafana Loki and we'll download the following charts. So let's begin. So we'll take this command. So I'm inside the Grafana Loki folder. So I will just copy and paste the following command to download the Helm charts. So we downloaded all the three Helm charts. Now we will modify the values.yaml file. So for Nginx, go to values.yaml file. Just change the service type of here load balancer to node port. So we are changing this to node port so that we can able to access the Nginx web server page outside the Kubernetes cluster. Save it. Save this file, then go to Loki stack, values.yaml file. So just here, just copy this URL because we need this URL for Loki data source. Just copy this URL, then go to Kubernetes stack, and here in the values.yaml file, just change the password of Grafana to admin. Save it. Then in the charts, go to Grafana, go to values.yaml file, change the cluster IP to node port, and go to search for data source. Yeah, so we have here data source. Just uncomment these lines. And just replace this URL with the Loki URL. Give the name as Loki, and this is also Loki. Type as Loki. So just this is the modification here in the data source. Save it. Then in the root directory, create a file, Terraform file that is main.tf to create the resources. So we'll copy the code from here and paste it here. Yeah. So this is the code. Here we have the Helm provider, then Kubernetes provider. Then we're going to create a namespace by the name 8. By the name, we'll give this as Loki, the Loki namespace. Then we're going to create a Grafana resource. So we'll give this as Grafana stack. Here also Loki stack. This is for Loki, and this is for Nginx. CC. Okay, here is VC. Save it. So once it's done, so we'll issue the command terraform init to initialize the provider. So it will initialize the Helm and Kubernetes providers. So this step is compulsory. So this is the first command. Okay. Then we'll run the command terraform plan to see which other resources it is going to create. Okay. So it will create 4 resources. Okay. So finally terraform apply auto approve. So it will take a couple of minutes to deploy the Helm charts onto the Kubernetes cluster. So we'll wait for a few minutes and we'll come back. You can see all the 4 resources are created. Now we'll see the pods, which are the pods it created. kubectl get pods, that is in short PO -n in the namespace Loki. So this is the command to check the pods. You can see these are the pods which are running inside the Kubernetes cluster. Okay, and on which nodes is running, you can see by the command -o write. Okay, so the Grafana stack, the Loki stack. So Nginx server is running on worker node 1 and the Grafana stack is running on worker node 1. So we'll see the service to get the node port number. So for Nginx, it is 32714, the port number, the node port number. And for Grafana, it is 3212. Okay, we'll access this services. On node for Grafana, it is 3212. Okay, the credentials are admin, password is also admin. Okay, then we'll see the data source here. So give the URL of Loki, that is HTTP. tech. Expected. Then, so we edit the Loki data source. Then go to explore. Okay. Then change the data source type to Loki. And then you can go to app. Then you can select Nginx. Okay. Then you can run the query. You can see Nginx is started. All the logs of Nginx. If you want to access the Nginx web page, go to the URL, that is worker node 1 IP. Then what is the port number, service port number of Nginx? It is 32714. Okay, you can see this web page of Nginx. So if I just refresh this multiple times, you can see the logs here. You can see the logs of Nginx. Just I will refresh this page. Then you can see the logs here. You can see the logs. So that's it. So this is how you can see the logs of any applications in Grafana using Loki. Thank you, everyone.